folks, welcome to another edition of 10 Portraits with me, Tapu Javeri. I hope you all are staying safe, keeping well and enjoying this. I have been doing these tutorials and now I'm sharing my anecdotes that I have gathered over the years with these incredible people I have been photographing. Today's personality is sort of controversial, and not controversial in my mind because in the days when I photographed her, she was loved by everyone in the world. Now, not so much.
Aung San Suu Kyi of Burma, known as the Lady Nobel Peace Prize winner.
She was the first lady of Burma, and at the time I photographed her, I was asked if I wanted to fly to Burma and photograph her in her house. She had just come out of house arrest, so they were allowing people to come in there. I, of course, jumped to the job, and I tell you all, as a photographer, you get chances, incredible chances, to photograph the most incredible people. Whenever you get those chances, avail them because you never know what you're going to get. They're always incredible. So I have taken up most of them. I arrived in Rangoon and was taken to her house, and I wasn't alone. I was with a bunch of politicians and a lot of journalists. And I was told that I would get 5 minutes with Aung San Suu Kyi. So after a lot of talks and little meetings, I got my chance. And of course, when she gave me a pose, it was a very stately and regal pose, but it was a very boring pose. And I wasn't happy with the results. So I was sitting in what was her sort of a waiting area, which is probably an old dining room. It was a beautiful old house. And while I was sitting there, this lady came and offered me some ginger tea. And I took it from her, and then she said, "Why are you upset? You don't look happy." I said, "Well, I photographed her, but I got really boring pictures, and she didn't smile, and I wasn't happy with the results." So the lady nodded and left. Little did I know that I had actually spoken to Aung San Suu Kyi's ayah, somebody who had taken care of her since she was a child. So when all the events and ceremonies ended and we were leaving, I was probably the last person to leave because I was photographing everything and sort of taking an account and record of everything. So I was the last person to leave. And as I was leaving, the lady who was the ayah came over my shoulder and said something to Aung San Suu Kyi. And, all of a sudden she turned around and she beamed this most beautiful smile. And I, of course, was ready with my camera. I took the pictures. And then, of course, I was being the last person out the door, ran to those cars, which had probably left before, and sort of ran to the gate to get, to catch up with the people who just left. But I got this incredible picture. That time, she got a medal from the politicians of this country, and at that time is when I photographed her.
Aung San Suu Kyi receiving the Benazir Medal.
So I hope you enjoy these little anecdotes and these pictures. I'm going to try and share with you the original photograph I took and also the one you all have already seen. And see you all next time in another edition of 10 Portraits.